Hey, this is Georgie. Welcome to Georgie's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing out there today? Fix my camera a little bit here. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Halloween today. And yeah, hope everyone has little kids go out trick-or-treating, have a good time. Trick-or-trunk, they do that crap here now, trick-or-trunk, because kids can't go out, and it's a curfew 7 o'clock for trick-or-treaters, which is ridiculous, because when we were kids, we went out to 11 o'clock at night, knock on our houses, we didn't give a crap. But that was the 80s, things are a lot different now. Kids don't have any fun anymore. Anyway, today's topic are the mid-90s. Now, mid-90s was a kind of a tough time for some of these bands that were in the 80s, because once the 90s hit, grunge hit, and then new metal came in, and a lot of these thrash bands and heavy metal bands were kind of like ignored, you know. So I picked 10 albums that I say you shouldn't sleep on, but these are albums that you all should know anyway. But I picked 10 that I feel that are really good from that 90s period, from like 94 to like 99. So, you know, the classic ones are the classic ones from the time, but these are definitely worth listening to, and they're really good. So like I said, there's not going to be anything like you all don't know that album. Of course, maybe you don't know, but you should give it a shot if you don't know it. So I'm going to start with this one, probably the most famous one, because it isn't really too unknown. And it is 1994, Euthanasia from Megadeth, and the one after, of course, Countdown to Extinction, which is their big hit. This came out a couple years later, and here's the garbage man outside making noise. But this one kind of picks up the way that one left off for a lot of the songs. I think it's a really solid album. It's got a weird cover. It's got Vic Rattlehead on the back there, but I mean, Reckoning Day is great. I love that Train of Consequences is really good. A Tout Le Monde, another good tune there. I love Black Curtains and Victory. So it's a solid album in their catalog. Again, just started grunge, just making a big deal, and maybe they kind of started still playing this, but not really playing it as much on MTV anymore. But it's a solid one from the 90s, so I put that one on the list. This one is from 1999, and the album before it, the band went into a really more of a death metal feel to their album for the thrash band. And again, you know, they were putting out a couple albums in the 90s, but this one is, if you didn't like the one before this one's definitely an amazing one. To me, one of their best ones. This one is The Gathering from Testament. It's a great one. If you like Low, which I love Low, this one's up there. Some people feel it's even better. This one, I think, I'm pretty sure it has I want to make sure. I think it's when Dave Lombardo playing drums on this. I was thinking it's this one or Low. I don't remember half the time. And I probably can't even read it. Let me see. This one is James Murphy on guitar. And Dave Lombardo, yep. So this was a great album from Testament. I mean, they would come back with the original band pretty much, well, almost the original band in the 2000s, but at the time this was really what you had. You get 3 albums from them. Down for Life, True Believer, 3 Days to Darkness, and Riding the Snake, Allegiance. All the songs are great. It's a rip-roaring thrashing album. It's really good. It's a little different from their older stuff, but it's a good one from the 90s. Definitely, you know, it's one of their best ones. From fans, they know it's the best one. All right, the next 2 albums, I talked about these before in nauseam, but I'm going to put them in here because they really are good. This first one I'm going to put in, actually I'll put this one here first. This one is from 95, and the second singer left the band, and they got a new singer. Didn't sound like the other singer, where they just tried something different. And I didn't like it at first, but then you listen to it again, and I think it gets more love now than they at the time. But it is, of course, the X Factor from Iron Maiden. The first one plays Bailey, and it's a good album. The whole thing is good. I like the album. I didn't like it at first. I really like the album now. It's really a top notch. Not as good as of course the what do you call it? The Bruce Dickinson era or the Paul Di'Anno era. But still, it's a good album. Blaze does a good job. Not his fault. I'm not really sure, but I think a lot of the album was meant for Bruce, but you know, when he left, they just kind of did this. Some of the songs were left over. Sign of the Cross, which kind of, maybe that's one of the reasons why it's a long song. It kind of builds very slowly. You could have put a faster one. I think the next album, which people don't like, but it started off with Future Real, which is really good. They should have done the same thing with this one. But Lord of the Flies is great. Man on the Edge, I love. And Judgment of Heaven. My favorite song on here is still, what do you call it? No, I can't find it. Blood on the World's Hands. That's my favorite. I love the bass intro. I love that one now. Definitely good. If you haven't listened to us in a while, give it another shot, because I think you just listen to it in fresh ears. Don't think it was made now. Think it's as just a good heavy metal album. So there you go. Next one, I always put these two together for some reason, and this one is from '97. Another, their legendary singer left. Got a new singer. Got kind of a sound alike. You know what I'm talking about. Judas Priest, Jugulator. Definitely, it's their heaviest album they put to date, in my opinion. Painkiller is pretty heavy too. This one puts it up a little more notch with the heaviness, but Painkiller is a better record. Don't get me wrong. This is still a great one though, with Tim Ripper Owens coming in for Rob Halford, and just the lyrics are pretty goofy. But as far as music goes, it's great. The album cover, I don't like the way it zooms in on it, but it's a great one. Love Jugulator, love Bloodstain. Dead Meat is good. Burn in Hell is probably my favorite song on here, and Cathedral Spires, another great tune. So this one needs to be reissued on vinyl, CD for the people like vinyl stuff. It has to be. This one, and this is just a great album. It really is. You know, it'll play nothing from this from their concerts. They should play something. I think just to give a little, just at least one song from here. I think they should do in concert, but they won't. But anyway, Jugulator '97 definitely goes in there. All right, next one is from '96. Again, this is their third singer, second album with the singer. And this one was really good. I mean, they had a couple of weird albums, which I don't think were so bad. One was kind of bad, but I kind of get used to it now. And then they had a new singer come in, which was put out a good album, but this one's much better. And it is Halloween's The Time of the Oath. Good album for Halloween Day. Halloween time. This one's a great one. It goes back a little more different than their 80s stuff, but still, it's a great one. We Burn, Steel Tormentor is great. Wake Up the Mountain is fucking awesome. I love that tune. A Million to One, Kings Will Be Kings, The Time of the Oath, the title track, really good. So, if you didn't like any of the mid-90s Halloween, check out the mid-90s stuff. This is one of the top ones. This is a great one. Into 2000, they put out some really good solid material. So this is really good. So Time of the Oath from Halloween, definitely put that in there. Had to. Next one. This one came out in '95. And this band started in the late 70s, and kind of, even though they don't say they're metal, they're still metal in my opinion. And this is, one of my favorite ones from them. It is Motorhead's Sacrifice. This one has 4 pieces. Wurzel's in the band here. I think this might be the last one he's on. I think. Can't remember. But I love the tune Sacrifice. Sex and Death. Over Your Shoulder. War for War. Dog-Faced Boy. Make 'Em Blind is great. It's a great album. It's one of their better ones. This is their 20th anniversary. How old it is now, 95. This is even older than that now. It's 30 freaking years old. Over 30 years old. But this is a great one. If you didn't know any mid-90s Motorhead, they didn't change their style. Only one album maybe before this one they kind of changed a little bit, but mostly, or no, 2 before this one. They kind of changed a little bit. But this one's an amazing one. I love this one. So check out Sacrifice from Motorhead. Okay, this one is from... What year is this from? Where am I looking at my notes here? I'm going blank. 94. Original band from the 90s thrash band, heavily influenced, influential from the in the evil side, and they let the drummer go, who was amazing, but they got another good drummer, still good. And this album, I don't think talked about enough. Divine Intervention from Slayer. I think it's nothing wrong. People say, well, it's not as good. Maybe the production ain't the greatest, but it's still I think it's a really good album. There's nothing wrong with this one. I think people need to revisit this one too and listen to it more. I mean, Killing Fields and Sex Murder Art. Ditto Head is great too. Serenity and Murder, Mind Control. It's a solid Slayer album. Sounds like Slayer. I mean, they may not like it as much as the original 5 albums, but still, it's a solid one. Definitely should give it another shot. Okay, now next one. This is a little bit not as heavy, but I put it here. This is 1995. This is the one that I've always liked. And again, this band started in first album came in 1980. New wave of British heavy metal band. And this one never gets talked about. And I like the album for what it is, and I always did. And it's Saxon's Dogs of War. And I love the cover. It's a good album. It's a good hard rock metal album is what it is. Dogs of War, Burning Wheels, Don't Worry. Hold On, Great White Buffalo is awesome. Demolition Alley, Walking Through Tokyo, all the songs. It's a good song. It's a solid album. Really should give it a shot. And again, it's just, it's Saxon doing Saxon. They really did it, did away with some of their poppier stuff after before this they were doing, and this was much better. So definitely love this one. Last one. This is from '97. Another one not really talked about it much. I think they finally reissued this on vinyl, but limited. I always liked the album. That's one of my favorite ones from the band. Overkill, Necroshine. I love the tune Necroshine. I don't know, love that. It pumps me up. I love it. Gives me like goosebumps. It's one of my favorite tunes by them. My December's Great, Let Us Pray, Stone Cold Jesus, Forked Tongue Kiss, Dead Man, Black Line. Just every song. It's a freaking banger of an album. I think it's really underrated, and people should listen to it. Maybe because they can't find it because it hasn't been reissued. And I don't know why, but I think it's an amazing album. So definitely check out this one. Is Overkill, Necroshine. So there you go. That is my 10 albums from the '90s. And tell me ones that you might think that are kind of like from the time period from like '94 to '99 that we should check out that are not quite as popular, I guess. So anyway, hope you liked the video. Tell me in the comments what you think. And that's it. If you like what you see here, please like, subscribe, and comment. Again, have a happy Halloween to everyone. And that's it. We'll see you next time. Keep rock and metal alive. Catch you later. And don't forget to like and subscribe.